Yeah.
We can't blame all women for the declining birth rate. We're definitely being mass poisoned, and the government knows
there's
it.
a reason why it's called the miracle of birth. It's a miracle any fetus survives the full gestation.
Yeah, and that is just so complicated now. I think we are being poisoned off. I honestly think the governments are, there's a lot more going on than we know when it comes to this, because we know that Teflon and nylon poisoned us, and we know that back in the 50s they already knew about asbestos and did nothing, and that was all governments, not one government in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And so all these people who keep coming out and saying how much they love humanity and how kind and caring they are, remember, folks, they silenced millions over asbestos for decades.
And lead poisoning was also known for long before they quit using it, too.
Yeah. And we actually know that with the decline in lead paint, we saw a decline in the crime rate. So we do know that food and food poisoning is a huge contributor to mental health issues and a huge contributor to crime.
Suddenly, General Ripper and Dr. Strangelove isn't quite so crazy.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yes, generally speaking, I think that a recurrence of being proud to be mothers, proud to have families, all that should occur. But also, we also need to acknowledge that it's so pervasive right now in society that both men and women are so toxicized against each other, and with the culture and the way it is, and with incomes and survival the way it is, it's not that easy to just be a stay-at-home wife or mother.
I'm not. Well, I know when I did economics, this was a huge issue, and a lot of economists said the danger of two incomes. They didn't say the danger of working women. They said the danger of two incomes. Make two-income households mandatory. And they explained it and did a reasonable argument on it. The government didn't listen and the government didn't care, and the media made it out that they're attacking working women. The danger of two-income households is that they can afford so much that they start mass consumerism. But that's what the government wanted, and now look at the economy. At first, you took off, but then what happens? Well, because mass consumerism, more and more people borrow money, more and more people start businesses, business prices rises, commercial land use goes through the roof, causing a residential land shortage. Residents build bigger houses, creating a huge demand for
all the extra tax
materials.
Revenue.
And government's got their revenue. But what happens when these people retire? Their incomes, they lose 40% of their income, right? At least. They can't afford their big houses, so they've got to sell them off. But where did they retire to? So they created this housing, so they created this retirement village bubble, and we're still trying to fix the problems created by two-income households.
I have to correct this one because that's actually not true. And in fact, if you have a child before 25, you have a higher risk of birth defects or miscarriage than you do between the age of 25 and 35. It's before 25 and after 35 have heightened dangers. 25 to 35 is the most healthy and fertile period for women in modern science and how we're aging currently. And there's multiple studies and things with doctors that show this.
Plus also
have children when you're still pubescent, when you're still going through puberty, there's a lot of other side effects that can happen. There's a lot of things that can cause you to miscarry or have other issues. Having a child when you're a teenager is actually very dangerous.
And also back to
the
people
majority
dropping dead in their 40s. So it's like, no.
I'm not saying because I'm not sure, but it's always been, okay? Even to Bob, you're not wrong. Because people were dropping dead, they would breed the moment it used to be law in some countries that as soon as somebody was menstruating, they used to be dragged off to be married. The Middle Ages was such a barbaric period, you know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't in the West. It was China had laws like that too. Girls, they still have marriage markets in China where girls are taken to be married off for money.
Mm-hmm.
Which is becoming worse. They've even had some of their social influencers kidnapped for it recently.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I think the problem is that both male and female are being taught so much, all the things wrong with the other sex. And they're being taught so much that this is what's to blame for this. This is what's to blame for this. Both genders are actually accurate on a lot of the issues. The thing is that we're being pushed in divide.
By governments who make revenue.
It's hate.
Yeah. Look, I've seen the economic arguments for divorce, and I've seen politicians all agree that it's in our best interest to have a high divorce rate. Because it opens up more land sales, because it opens up more housing sales. It opens up more money to lawyers who pay taxes, and lawyers become successful lawyers become successful politicians who advocate for more laws that take money off people because it comes to lawyers. Lawyers get richer. Rich lawyers donate to politicians to keep the money flowing.
But I can say.
But in China, in China they dropped. China, I think, is one of the few countries that recently dropped alimony. I think they outlawed it. I read something about it recently.
Alimony is both hit or miss because the point of it was that you couldn't use your financial stability over an impoverished spouse so that you could keep them in an abusive and controlling situation with no way for them to get out. That's what it was passed for. It has been so mistreated and so abused, but a general basic alimony that applies to men or women equally in cases of severe abuse or needing out, I think is valid.
It was called the no alimony law in China.
Mm-hmm. But I think completely removing it across the board is also dangerous in those situations. It helps people who are abusers keep their victims in check. The problem is I think it should be more easily accessible to male victims trying to get out of abusive relationships as well. And it shouldn't be as easily accessible if you don't actually need it to help you get out.
Sorry, I glitched. I don't know. Did you hear the squeaking, or was that just me? I was glitching, and so everybody sounded weird, I think.
Yeah. As far as China, remember, this is the same China that...
no, I'm just saying.
During the coup was nailing people's doors shut, trapping them inside their own houses. Okay? So,
yeah, I
wouldn't look to them for much,
Alimony is an outdated idea where you had to pay alimony because she couldn't earn an income.
That wasn't exactly it, as I just explained. It's actually about giving abuse victims a way out in severe social dichotomy between the two. And I believe only in those cases and for male and women alike. But you go back to... with one response to chat here a sec. Is no, the misconception is not that almost all women were in abusive relationships or stuff like that. But also, there's no real data on that because up until basically my childhood, domestic abuse and sexual abuse of your spouse was legal in most of the U.S. So there was no data on it.
And there's still no data because, Angelus, there is still no set data because the number of false cases. There's one recently where a woman sent her husband to prison, and when the judge said to you, you realize you're an accomplice, you'll go to jail too. And she says, I don't care as long as he goes to jail. So there's a lot of, there's no way you can get conclusive evidence on how widespread abuse is because the false claims definitely outnumber the real claims.
The false
investigators just don't have the time.
And male victims don't have a voice. And so
there's
no real information on how many women are abusive spouses, which also needs to be dealt with. How many women use sugar mommy stuff and I'm an heiress and I can control the poor guy I'm with and stuff like that. It's also epidemic. It's not just women using a spouse to get out of poverty. Men do it too. And when you do that, you put yourself in a position where you can be easily abused and can't get out. And it's an epidemic issue that's not just gendered, although they try to make it.
Yeah. The thing in California alone, a quarter of the people are in prison are allegedly up there because they abused somebody. And yet, according to I forget the name of the lawyer who did all the research into this, but she was saying they shouldn't be there. There was no physical evidence. Now, in an abuse case, if you abuse somebody and there's no physical evidence, that's a misdemeanor. In California, even under California law, they shouldn't be in prison. But because California gets so much federal money for prisons, that's why they put people in prison. That's why the rates seem to be so high. Yet, anecdotally, you look around your neighborhood, maybe once you'll hear an abusive argument on a Friday night. That's about it. So there's no way abuse is as widespread as people claim it is. But I still think the number of silent abuse cases, financial abuse cases, outnumbers the number of physical abuse cases. And so we cannot get
emotional and financial abuse are extremely epidemic. I'm going to correct a few things there, Angela. First of all, yes, the highest rates of domestic abuse are lesbians right now. Gay men are not the lowest rates.
No, straight is lowest.
Straight men to women and women to men are the lowest. Lesbian and gay are the highest. One gender is not more violent than the other, but one gender does have a physical advantage in about 90% of the cases. That does not mean it's okay. That does not mean that female abuse doesn't need to start having a harder counting for that. I have been very outspoken for male victims for years. Everyone here knows this. But it is more epidemic. And yes, it absolutely is true that most of the U.S., it was legal to domestically and sexually abuse your spouse until the early 90s. Most of the laws passed to ban it were passed between 74 and 95. My mom had to fight those laws to get away from her abusive ex. My mother. And she was in a state that was one of the first states to ban that stuff.
Now, I'm not saying this makes abuse right, but one of the things that made abuse cases so hard is provocation and mutual abuse. There are so many cases in the 50s and 60s of mutual abuse coming to court because they had got to the point of physical altercations in public.
No, Angelus, they don't have the lowest rate of abuse. They have the lowest rate of reporting it because male victims are less likely to report they're being abused, whether they're straight or gay.
We had this argument before, and I used a bad word, but the majority of SA is, more men are SA'd than women.
You also
but in some countries, if you report it, they call you a homosexual and put you to death.
I have been working in the system with charities outreach for this, helping domestic and sexual abuse victims for 2 decades. I have been an activist for this for both genders since I was a child, as has my mom. We are both activists for male victims. I'm not saying this by saying that men don't have a voice or that men or other stuff lightheartedly, but we cannot erase what was being done to women in order to help the male victims now. It needs to be correctly addressed to both.
They're specifically saying feminist groups are deliberately campaigning on social media to have reports of male SA deleted and actually have been banned from SA services.
And you got to realize the UK has actually specifically created the laws to say that it is not our word unless you are the one being pierced. Or in other words, the only way a man can be R-worded is by another man. So no matter what a woman does to a man sexually, it's not considered that in the UK, which means she does not get the same punishments as a man does for it, even if she's caught. That is absolutely wrong, but it is law in UK.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I would send you the link, but I don't have you on X. So,
Angela,
Anime, somebody able to
when you
somebody
work
able
in
to
the
send those
system
guys a link?
constantly, and you work with the laws. So please understand, I'm not saying this stuff to make women victims or men victims or women aggressors or men aggressors. This is statistical fact. The first laws banning marital SA in the U.S. were passed by Nebraska and South Dakota in the mid-70s.
I thought it was California, but okay.
No, California was one of the last. And New York was the last.
Because I know there was a lot of controversy when the law was passed in California, and they did bring up one good point, is that the law wasn't gender neutral. It's one of the cases where a law should be gender neutral, right? You shouldn't have a law specifically just about, one instance of assault.
It's not that she doesn't get no jail time. It's that it's not considered R word specifically. It's considered SA. They've intentionally changed that because the legal punishments for SA versus R word are not the same in the UK. R has up to 4 times higher punishment. So female predators get a fraction of the punishment. They still get punished. They get slaps on the wrist. It's like the teachers that prey on the kids in the US here. The male teachers get, on average, almost 90% more punishment than the females do.
Oh, yeah, I definitely heard a recent case.
Only if you can't serve in war till then. And I'm sorry that not being able to serve in the military should not ban you from voting. Otherwise, you're basically banning anyone disabled.
No. The reason why they wanted a president older is because they knew the presidency would fall into the category. They knew back then that the presidency would become a popularity contest, not an actual political vote. So they wanted people with experience to be able to get the job. Now, it was actually going to be 45, but because of the because so few people reach that age, they did lower it to 35. But I don't know why they did bring in mandatory retirement, but not all the federal... Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist per se, but I do know not all the Federalist Papers made it to the archives. And the debate on the Constitution was destroyed, so that you don't know what was left in and what was put in and why. So,
Angelus, I'm being very polite to you. I've always respected you as a friend, but if you do not stop with the personal attacks in your responses and conversation, then I will have to time you out. I am not being attacking to you. I am stating facts in conversation.
Yes. Could somebody give McTowell and Kermit the link?
I just sent the link to Anime to pass on.
All right.
There are other ways to serve, but most of the time when you put something in law that says you have to have served, they will automatically say if you're not in the military, you don't count. Just like PTSD is not just military, but nobody really treats it like it's a real thing for anybody who wasn't ex-military.
Oh, that's a big thing. Yes. Yeah, I saw recently a guy came to have PTSD.
No, my knowledge isn't fucking lacking. And if you want to have an argument or a discussion, then you can say, I disagree. Not, you know nothing or your knowledge is lacking. I have spent decades deeply involved in this. I'm being polite, so stop it. That's the last warning.
Okay. What's the last one about? What crazy thing recently happened? Yeah. Yes, that's happened in Australia too. Recently, a left-wing group, I'm not sure if it's the Greens or an offshoot of the Greens, they want voting, sex, and drugs, all 16. They want to legalise all hard drugs. But what they're doing is they've cut out all the other stuff and just focusing right now on 16 voting.
Yes and no. There are some things that women have gotten historically screwed over on that should be nothing crimes that are bad, but generally speaking, it goes back to the whole feminist era of women are trapped in the house shit, and no, women do not get the punishment men do on most crimes, and I don't agree with that. I have spoken out against it many times on air and on channel. I've spoken out on the disparity in criminal systems against men here multiple times, but that doesn't mean that we have to ignore how some of this stuff happened at the same time.
Now, there was a movement to put a cap on prison sentences, but the problem is judges, right, and rightfully so, pointed out you can get somebody who's had a criminal career of 50 years who by all accounts won't stop committing crimes and keeps getting worse. You can't give them a soft crime. You have to give them, the maximum sentence and make them serve multiple sentences one after each other. Yes, it is effectively putting somebody in life. And yes, it may look, if you did the same to a 22-year-old, as over sentencing. It's very hard sometimes to put the law into words. So there is going to be disparagement until somebody can come up with more words and better sentence guidelining on how to give somebody a higher sentence than someone else. But recently I heard that with the Diddy case there, which we shouldn't be talking about, but on this particular instances of sentencing, they are looking at sentencing guidelines, which is unusual because normally, particularly with some cases, the sentences have always been considered too light. But in the case, why did he get off is because one juror apparently said he was overcharged and oversentenced. And it's like, what? He hasn't been sentenced yet. So when it comes to the law, I don't think we're at a stage yet where we're advanced enough in our language and our definitions of the law to say, yeah, this is over sentence. Because sometimes what we're not looking at is the judgment sheet. Now, on the judgment sheet, you have prior history, which we're not privy to. And often prior history is why some people get higher sentences. Hey, Kermit.
But I'm not wrong about some of the stuff I said about women sometimes being thrown in the book.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
That's
I'm
what
just
I was
saying
is that generally speaking, women do have an easier time in the criminal system to, I think, the detriment of society. I have never once caused any disagreement on any of that shit. Now, I am sorry for timing you out, Angelus. I have known you for years. I respect you overall as a friend, but you have been very dismissive of anything I say as just not being true, no matter what facts are behind it. You've been very insulting and you're not willing to listen. And you need to calm down and come back when you're actually willing to have a discussion without personal attack. And I say this as a friend who cares about you. I don't know why you're so angry right now, but your comments in chat have been sounding like you've been kind of inhaling the Andrew Tate logic, and you need to take a few moments.
yeah, hi, Shiny.
That guy again? Jeez.
I have a friend who's been literally just saying women should just do their duty and there should be one vote per household and stuff in chat today, and I've never agreed with that stuff.
No.
And I didn't think he agreed with that stuff either, because I'm sorry, there is a difference between calling out the issues in the feminist movement and how women have treated men and just flat out saying women get away with everything and women shouldn't have a vote and all this that he's been saying in chat.
I mean, women do get away with everything.
No, they don't. Some do. Some do.
Well,
some men do.
Yeah, some do.
Women
It's not
do
all
more
of them.
often, but he's crossing the line to just bashing women. And when I disagree, he goes, "No, that's false. No, that's false," and then starts going, "You don't know anything." It's like, no, when you're attacking me, you're timed out. You can come back once you calm down.
Yeah, I know a case where there was, and this is a weird case. You remember the lottery winner who was murdered back in the 80s? Won the big New York lottery, got murdered. His wife. Now, it's very complicated. His wife was accused of being a gold digger, and he was the second or third lottery winner that she had married. Now, the first one she had divorced and took half. The second one she had divorced and took half. But the third one died under mysterious circumstances, and it's actually turned out to believe that it was suicide, but everybody said she was a black widow. No, she was a co-lottery winner, And because she was a code lottery winner, she used to go on the lottery cruises every year, and she kept divorcing men for. She was a gold digger, okay, but you can't prosecute a gold digger. But because they wanted to prosecute her, they tried to get her on killing her husband, though he committed suicide because she burnt through all their money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so her comeuppance was basically she couldn't go on the lottery cruises anymore without people, you know, knowing that she's a gold digger, because until then nobody knew she was a gold digger. And you know, the stink of her husband, you know, burning through all the money, you know, basically. So there is some weird ways the law can deliver karma. But it shouldn't be like that.
I have a true. I'm not sure if this actually is the right story. It's not political. It's another crime story.
Well, I tried multiple times to steer away from political, but they kept going that way.
I'm
so
sorry.
that's where we ended up.
I'm sorry.
My story for once isn't
Go ahead,
political.
Kermit.
Go ahead, Kermit.
Go ahead.
I don't know that I remember that it isn't very exciting, and I'm not a very good storyteller, as you know. I remember sometime in the last couple of years, there were up by somewhere up in New York, this guy was arrested for shooting at a car that just drove onto his driveway to turn around, and then he actually hit one of the passengers, and they had to drive for miles as they were bleeding out to find a cell signal to call 911.
Horrific story. I will also say, side note, don't drive onto people's property, period, because you shouldn't do that, even to turn around. Just find a wider spot in the road and turn around.
I mean, you shouldn't.
But let me finish. But that doesn't make it okay what he did. They're not comparable. This is not somebody on your property trying to rob you or some shit. Just because their tires touched your property is not the same.
Yeah. Now, I believe...
She died, by the way, I believe.
Yeah. I believe, but although it is wrong, then some places, particularly narrow country roads with ditches, you have no option.
It was,
which is why I believe on some country properties you have what's called the fence line is further back. Your property doesn't start at the road. Your property starts at the fence line. And your driveway, you don't own that piece of land on the front of your driveway.
Here's a problem with that, and why I'd say don't do it anyways unless there's nothing else against it. Because whether you technically legally own it or not, they still make you maintain it and rebuild it.
Yes, I know.
And you're wearing and tearing on it if you do
But I've been on country property, and it has been explained many times that section, you don't own it, but you have to maintain it, which is like, what?
You also
going around a timeout to use another name to start saying it again is not going to get you liked.
Oh,
It's not going to get you approval. I am trying to approach this as a friend because I do care about you, but you are crossing the line today. Just
sorry if my story
and drop the conversation when you come back, because this is not okay.
Well, the sound outside, you never know.
Anyway,
sorry about my story.
No, that's all right,
Kermit.
Kermit.
What I'm responding to isn't you right now.
No, it's not about you, Kermit.
I know it's not.
All right.
You're fine, Kermit.
You're fine.
This is not how to talk to somebody. This is not how to interact with somebody. I have known you for 6 years, and I've never been anything but respectful to you. Do you think that I would be timing you out if I wasn't trying to get you to calm down and see how you're talking?
she could just flat out ban you. So. Anyway, regarding the matter of 16 voting age, there was a movie back in 1968, Wild in the Streets.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put out that very scenario. And yeah, it was chaos, okay?
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's sort of a political comedy thing, but it's like this is you point out very good. This is not a good idea. Okay.
Mhm.
Did it end in
Right
everyone
now
dying?
would be a bad idea for the left to get voting age to 16 because the number of conservative kids for the first time since the 50s is higher than the number of non-conservative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That
For the first
also, I
time,
am
so
really.
not a good time, lefties.
You're getting a bunch of kids like me when I was 16. Yeah.
Doesn't that depend on the jurisdiction though?
Yes, sir. What my response to that and the whole on other people's property thing. You don't know who somebody is. Look, I live in a more rural state, right?
You also don't
I
come
grew up
out
in
shooting.
extremely rural states. And
Yeah.
I spend a lot of my time on the back roads tracking animals, doing all this stuff. I have actually had to report people to the police for stalking me and trying to get me to not take pictures near their home
Yeah.
and literally threatening me when I'm not even near their property.
You also
Yeah.
don't come out shooting
As-
when a car pulls up
No.
that you don't know.
No.
The pictures
So
you
the
take
thing
don't
is-
show buildings anyway.
I'm saying to everybody out there, just go to the next road and turn around, even if it is a ways
Yeah.
away. Do not start to go near somebody else's property because you have no idea who they are or how crazy they are.
As an urban explorer myself, you always go out of your way to get permission. You never step foot on any property, even if it's abandoned, without any, heads up to somebody somewhere. I mean, you really are not supposed to go by yourself anyway. But
There might be a sign saying trespassers will be shot on sight. You
Yeah.
didn't quite miss. It fell down this time.
Yeah.
Trespassers will be shot. Their remains will be fed to the dogs.
Mhm.
That's a shot. That's a sign on a nearby house to mine.
When trespassers were shot, survivors will be shot again.
You don't know how crazy some people are, so just take it and strive that it's
What?
worth going around sometimes.
Hi, Evie.
Hey,
It ain't
I don't
worth
take chances.
Hey, Shani.
yeah. You know what just happened for the past few days? Collector Chat has blocked me because I called them out for what they done anyway. And they hit
Oh.
my comment.
Oh god.
Yeah. And
Was
even-
that the one about the censorship?
Yeah, and they did falsely reporting me. I kind of replied back to X, and I'm no longer banned.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because I
You
saw
never
the
know
thread
what-
disappear, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Some reason Sinead has me banned. So I told her sister.
Yeah.
Feel free to give her the
No,
credit, I might put over.
I replied to Shani's thread and condemning the censorship because I know what's
Some
really
people
behind
have
it.
thin
I've been
skin.
there,
Yeah.
and I think Shani's aware that the lesbian collective is only a front group for the censorship, not actually
Yeah.
the originators of the censorship.
That's true.
And some idiot put their 2 cents in, and
Yeah.
I got a reply, but then when I clicked on it on X, it had disappeared, the entire thread.
Yeah.
No.
To be fair, David, a lot of things are a front to the censorship
Yeah.
thing
Yeah,
now.
but I'm
Just
saying
call them.
Mhm.
I'm saying that, okay, I think you missed it. Right, with the censorship of anime,
Am I
that is
wrong?
being
though?
driven by Disney. That is being
Yeah.
funded by Bob Iger through his foundations.
Am I wrong though?
No, you're not wrong. There is a lot of groups who are merely activists who are fronts for bigger organizations.
And to be honest, I've been an enemy to most activists because they're thinking, oh, they're against what they and against what they're doing, because the thing is they're doing not for the for the animals, not for the women, not for the children, or any of the good cause.
I think I'm
I would-
kind of left out of this one because I'd be running the other direction screaming. But let's go, guys.
Oh my
We're
God.
Are the women in the mansion, or is it empty? You gotta specify.
You gotta make-
Ton-
yeah,
Weren't
Yeah,
tunnels
describe.
discovered in the Playboy Mansion?
Anime. Did you see my
Sorry, there
collection?
isn't enough. Sorry, I will decline because there is not enough
Yeah.
penicillin in the world to survive a night in the
If-
Playboy
Anime.
Mansion.
Anime. I picked up some Spy Family.
But the thing is,
about.
I'm not sure if
Ooh.
The thing is, if I spend one night in there, well,
Good.
I'm not sure what will happen. If anything surprising happen. Or
Yeah, you got to
whatever.
cover the medical, mate. You got to cover the medical.
Was it Spy
thing
X
is-
Family or Spy Family?
I watched the first episode of Spy Family. It wasn't that bad.
No,
The
it's
action
actually
figures were-
pretty popular. So,
Yeah, they're pretty
but
cool.
it's
I
just
really
not
like-
my thing.
The thing
It's
is,
just
if,
not my thing, and I'm not going to censor it because I don't.
a lot
Yeah.
to Anya as a child.
I got
Yeah,
my Chibi Venus and Chibi Jupiter and my
yeah,
Mount Lady.
yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, I'm in great shape right now. I love it.
But anyways, as I continue, these I tell you, these activists, they're thinking they're doing something good, but they're doing something wrong. To be honest.
Okay, these activists are doing it to monopolize the industry so that you only have a certain select group of authors who are allowed to write about smut and OnlyFans. Because remember, you look
Yeah.
at what they're censoring. They're not broad brushing all smut. They are only going after people like me and people like the anime game industry that is male dominated. They're not going after OnlyFans or the female sex fantasy industry, which is
Yeah,
a billion-dollar industry.
And here's one thing these dumbass feminists don't realize, that most of these ecchi like animes and these adult games are made by women.
Well, I
But
was
they
talking about this
assume
earlier. I
it's
was
still
talking-
male-dominated,
wait,
right?
wait,
The
wait.
majority of
I
the
was talking
business owners.
David,
Sorry.
I was talking about this earlier, and a lot of this has to do with a responsive issue. A lot of women who are activists, both who write smut and who oppose it, are the women who have been victims of abuse or SA or other stuff. So
Yeah.
it tends to create these really visceral reactions, either pro or negative. And unfortunately, whichever one you fall into, you tend to be pulled at and basically
Yeah.
groomed and manipulated as much as they can get away with by both sides for whichever thing they want.
Ego.
Yeah, Kermit.
Correct, Kermit.
Isn't
Now-
isn't abuse and SA abuse sometimes the same?
Yeah, but we're talking about a group of
Yeah.
women who, okay, the group of women I'm talking about who went after Shiny, I don't think they were essayed by men.
They're basically, let's say this: these feminists, they're basically selfish. They're silencing the actual victims, but yet they're
No, but
Yes.
Well, what I'm
They-
saying is some of these activists are also actual victims.
Yeah, but not the
just
group we're talking
manipulated
about.
coming out of it.
yeah.
I
Well-
won't say the entire group. I'll say the leadership isn't. I don't know about the other women involved in this.
No,
group.
we don't know
They've been
about the other women in the
manipulated.
group. Yeah,
That's
but the other
true.
women in the group are just
it's
signature
probably a
signers.
mix.
And the
be
thing
honest.
is, what I found out,
Most groups
they're
are a
you know what
mix.
they're. Let's say like this. The other thing when I found out is when I look at their pin posts, they're also basically selling their books as well as part of marketing as well.
Mhm.
Which
Yes.
is scripting.
Let's look at it
Yeah.
and say, here, let me give you guys a good comparison here for this. MGTOW and MRA started with very noble ideals, and those who started it are very good people, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
However, is there a pervasive toxic sludge that's lashed itself onto those movements that's trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
claim it is that? Are they able to use psychology and people's traumas to manipulate millions of men to believe they're sludge who aren't otherwise the men like them, but are being
Mhm.
brainwashed, basically?
Yeah.
Oh, we know
That's
that
the
Andrew
same
Tate-
thing with third
yeah.
and fourth wave feminism. A lot of the women in it are women who've been through a lot, and these people who are leading that call are manipulating their traumas, they're manipulating their emotions, they're manipulating their beliefs to gaslight them into a structure of belief they didn't actually believe. That's why the majority of people following those two movements, I think, are reachable, but the majority of people in the echelon of those groups are absolute dog shit.
An update. They have named the political group. It's a Japanese political party who's funding this movement right now.
Of course.
And they are
yeah.
communist. Okay? And they're
Oh,
part
yeah,
of
the
a feminist
Communist Party.
collective. Yeah.
Does that surprise anyone?
No,
No.
this is why I said I look at the women being sucked into this stuff the same way I look at the guys falling for the Tates and those guys of the world.
Well, Andrew Tate.
And you're being manipulated by insane
Yes.
psychopaths because they're
Some
playing on
Andrew
your
Tate.
emotions.
Some of them
Andrew
are
Tate.
genuine.
Hold on, Clement.
At
Andrew
least at
Tate.
first.
Andrew Tate is a front man for political Islam. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he's not the only one though, and there's people in this fake manosphere that's trying
Yeah.
to use
Well, I'm just saying.
MRA that are all over the
But
religious
I
and
think,
social
Look.
spectrum in the globe.
I think,
Yeah.
And we
Look.
know Andrew Tate is guilty by
Look,
the fact that he and his brother actually said, right, that this woman speaks for us. And the woman who then came out and spoke for us and says, he was very nice to me when he flew me
Yeah.
out from Sweden to do all the cam work.
look,
So-
all you need to know is when they teach you to keep going out here and trying to score as many chicks as they can, you already know there's a red flag there because MGTOW doesn't teach that. We
Yeah.
don't
No, it's
teach
supposed
men
to be about
to.
men living on their
No,
own
that's
and only
MGTOW.
being with women if they find a good woman who's not a representation of the negative
Right.
culture.
We
Yeah.
don't.
Also, MGTOW doesn't teach people to make an income by luring prostitutes from one country to
That's
another to
exactly
do
right.
cam
Yeah.
work, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly
I was
right.
saying Tate is an example. I could go King Alazuli, Wes Wasson,
Yeah,
the whole
I
nine
tell
yards.
ya.
That,
And the
the
thing-
Fresh and Fits, all of those pieces
Yeah.
of shit of different
And-
groups who are using this to push an absolute predatory culture that they want
Yeah,
to
it's true.
create.
And
But those guys, I don't. Most of their followers are the evil they are. They're just misguided men who've been manipulated.
They are.
that's true.
They are.
And the thing is,
True.
like, here's the thing: like, we got misguided men and we got misguided women who fall for this manipulation. Because here's the thing: these so-called feminist groups and these so-called men groups that we know of, they're basically trying to do is, let's say this: if these so-called feminists and the black pillars are trying to manipulate them to do part of the globalist plan to depopulate the earth by dividing men and women.
They have
It's
been
also some of
successful.
them
They're
are just-
keeping it up.
Yeah.
Some of these leaders are just people who went insane because they went through something that made them
Yeah.
see people in a different way. But it's also, I will sit here and say, I call myself the recovering feminist, not because I don't believe that there were some valid points that the feminist movement
Yeah.
has made historically, but because I know the history that the feminist movement usurped the suffragette movement and that they were not the same thing originally, but also
Yes.
that I know I was misguided into hating men because of the
Yeah.
horrific shit that was done to me.
Mhm.
I know
There's
that
a
the people
huge-
who claim
yeah.
to want to help me after that trauma were not helping me. They were trying to feed the hate and make me more bitter so they could use me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it's called emotional vampirism. I saw a TikTok recently by a bunch of women who it's called feminist regret. There's a lot of people who
Yeah.
post
Yeah.
on this, and they're
Mhm.
part of the walkaway movement. They're saying, look, they're emotional vampires. They pretend to be your friend. They give you comfort at first, but then they keep feeding the hate, keep getting you to relive
Mhm.
your trauma, and they're actually getting physically sexual with you. You know, it's like, and you
And I've
report them
seen
for
this with this
Yeah.
leech that's trying to consume the manosphere right now. I've seen so many men who were already victims, who were already abused, who've already been mistreated, who've already been discarded by society, who are now being manipulated and conned and ripped off by these guys and being
Yeah.
fed hatred and being told women are all evil. Women just want you for money. They're
Yeah.
all the same. There's
Mhm.
no difference.
And the
And
thing
it
is,
Same shit. And these men are victims, just like the women under the feminist
and
leadership.
yet
okay, let
Andrew
me.
Tate spends $1 million on hookers. Come on,
Yeah.
are you
Yeah.
checking
Yeah.
This is the thing. These
Yeah.
poor men being manipulated by these guys and being told that their only value is if they can sleep around and score chicks, while they're also being told to go treat women like all they are as sex objects and make
Yeah.
fun of them for body count and shit. It's like you can't have it both ways. If you want the women to sleep with you, you can't degrade them for sleeping with men.
Yeah, it's true. And let me tell you
No.
one thing.
There's
No,
only a limited
it's-
supply, okay?
Yeah, it's the same with turning women in. Now, I do believe Andrew Tate is part of the movement to turn women into sex objects, okay? Into turning it, but for the highest bidder, okay? I think I've seen this. I know about the Hellfire Club. I think he's a member. They're a group of so-called Masons, and they want to create a world where everything is a transaction.
Yeah.
And you got to think about this through. It's like these people, let's say this, this whole payment processor control situation is part of they just want.
They're part of it. Yes, they are
Oh, yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
They want to turn everything into a transaction. Remember, they own OnlyFans. Well, don't technically own it, but they make the most money off it, okay? They get 30% of the income before anybody else, okay? They take a huge cut.
Where this manosphere has gone, because I hate the men who are being manipulated by it. I hate it because I feel for those men who are being manipulated by it. Because I hate seeing these guys who are desperate for love, who've been so mistreated, who've been so downtrodden, who've been mocked their whole lives, are now being ripped off, stolen, conned, and taken for everything they fucking have by men claiming to care for them who are just using them and abusing them further.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, that's why we strongly teach in our philosophy that you don't charge men for the truth. You don't.
Absolutely.
You don't sell them a bill full of goods and hope. You know, the things that they're telling you, a lot of it, like diet and exercise, we can tell you that for free. It's common sense. Diet, exercise, you know.
Also the balance in honesty in that. When they go, it's an absolute 0. Calories in, calories out. It's like, no, it's not. Because there are medical conditions. Like with my situation, I have issues losing the weight. I have such a damaged body system. And because of what my body does, if I starve myself and work out, my body will eat its organs before it will eat the fat cells. Literally.
Yeah. There's a guy who actually does a specialist diet for that too. It's hard to find. I forget his name. I know it's under carnivore diet, but he's an Indian doctor and he deals with people who have, I forget the condition. It does basically come down to, it's not uncommon for people to be unable to lose weight after 30.
Combine that with my hormone conditions and all the other stuff and PCOS and all that. You combine all of those
things. But he's saying it's all combined.
Yeah.
Okay? It's all combined from diet and gut health.
But it's not actually, because I eat extremely healthy and my gut is actually really healthy for what I have. I don't have that. And I've looked at those diets. They don't change it for me.
Then yours is genetic and not biological.
That's what I said. So there are people, there's exceptions to every rule. When you go, well, everybody's big because they're abusing themselves. Well, a lot of people are big because they have disabilities, they can't work out properly, and they're on meds that make them gain weight and stuff like that. So it's like, well, yes, an amount of calorie in, calorie out. You should take care of yourself. The comments like, "What's for the disabled, not the well?" It's like, you don't know why they gain their weight. If you're disabled, you're going to gain weight easier because you can't do the workouts and stuff to lose it. So most disabled people have more weight issues. That's just statistical average, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to stop and acknowledge the fact that Andrew Tate is a bell end.
It is. And any true MGTOW, any true MGTOW content creator mocks the fuck out of him because he's a joke. He's a joke. The tenets that we abide by in our life is a direct contradiction to what they teach.
Yeah.
Truth about I think number one was truth above all, wasn't it?
This is why I'm so outspoken against these toxic men right now, but also because you guys have known me for years. I support the actual MGTOW guys, not this manosphere shit that's being promoted.
You mean the Sigmas? We don't call them alphas.
The actual MRA.
And the thing is, let me tell you this: one of my friends been manipulated by those grifters, and he keep telling me, "Oh, Shiny, drop these VTubers off," and "Oh, Shiny, women are bad. Why you simping them?" I'm not even simping them or anything. It's just like I like them anyways.
I'll call some people a simp, but I wait and see how often they post stuff like. We're just fighting for rights.
Can we not say that word? I'm trying to stay monetized here because I haven't been able to make any money for months.
Shiny,
because I'm not gay.
Evie, it's like pretty much any
I'm just
other
saying,
problem.
I'm trying to drop using that word because it's going beyond the point where they're just, white knighting for people. There's obvious people who are now just, the predatory male feminist.
Yeah,
Shiny Evie, it's pretty much like any other problem. Most of it,
yeah.
When people are so focused on treating the symptoms and not the cure,
that's true.
And not looking at the root causes. I mean, and you see the can still getting kicked down the road, and which is what most of this is.
Okay, I saw a good article on this, and they were talking about the fact that. Two-income households are unsustainable, and that is true because at one point somebody's going to lose a job, etc. Yeah.
That's true.
Well, first of all, I don't believe there is such a thing as an incel. If
No, there is a. There were. I've come across. There was a movement. It was called the Worm Movement originally. You know, people who refuse to have. And it's a very old movement. It's WURM, and I think it dates back to 17th century or something. It's an old movement.
The term as
But-
it is was this shortening and then hyphening of involuntarily celibate. And that's just guys who were
Yeah.
basically pre,
Can't get
you
laid.
know, consensual.
Body shaming men for being too ugly.
It was not.
Yeah.
It was not. Oh, every guy that has any criticism of women or any issue with women is automatically this or shit. This was guys who were what the toxic version of nice guys. These were guys who could not get women because they were so nasty, so abusive, while saying, "I'm such a great guy," that no woman would touch them.
Yeah.
They do exist, but they're very few and far between. They are the
That's
ones
true.
who call out on the nice guy videos and go, "Look at that psycho going off on a woman for not wanting him."
Yeah.
I would say you have probably a lot of people out there that just will not, that don't want to change.
Yeah. It's
Me
true.
personally, I believe that there are people that can if they would, but
And the thing is,
will
look,
days a different matter.
Look,
and the thing is, I kind of tell him this: he shouldn't be forcing me to change, which is kind of bad in a way.
Sure.
And the other thing is, it's not just only not to do that. Also, he doesn't learn one thing. I learned from experience from my problems. If I spend whatever money, I need to be more conscious of how I spend. That's the thing.
I'm sick of people who call you involuntary.
And
Is
the
that
other
safe?
thing, is,
Yeah, hold on. I'm sick of people who call you involuntary because you won't pay for them to come date you. You know?
yeah, that's true.
That's another thing. Actually, I will get into a little bit. The overuse of narcissism and psychopath and psychopathy and
Yeah, they watch a YouTube video once and they suddenly think they know what a narcissist
the overuse
is.
of Class B personality types as
Yeah.
a scapegoat for everything. When most of the
Yeah.
people in those personality types, they're caused by trauma, and most of the people in them are not abusive. It's only the outliers.
Now,
Now,
think
that does
about
not mean that they do not heighten the levels of abuse or that the mental issues they cause make it easier to become abusive. But having a Class B personality type does not automatically make you abusive.
Okay,
And-
the problem with narcissism, right? And
I'm not
this
gonna
is
do
something
that,
I had to
by the
research
way.
to write for personality types to write better. Right? When you do writing, you got to do personality types and study that sort of stuff. But narcissism is one that rarely comes up because a proper narcissist is actually very rare. Most people are what you would call, what do you call it? You know, a fake personality. You know, when you fake being strong.
Putting up a
You know,
false
a
front.
weak person who fakes being strong comes off as a narcissist.
That's true.
I forget the actual proper term for it, but this is what you're occurring today: is the stubborn activist is pretending to be a narcissist, but deep inside they're so insecure in their beliefs they lash
Yeah.
out, and that's
Animals.
what you have.
Also,
And the thing,
with Class B personality types, one of the other issues we had was during the whole Depp v. Heard and all that stuff. Everyone kept going, "Well, she's BPD. She's BPD." Well, she's not diagnosed with that, first of all. But even if she was, that does not define the abuse. The abuse is defined by many other things. There's plenty of people who have BPD who are not abusive, and in fact, BPD does not match her behaviors because BPD is about a lack of self-value. It's self-hatred in intense form that latches itself on by being so scared that you can become manipulative just because you're afraid to lose somebody. It's an abandonment fear. It's all these other things. It does not make you abusive. It can heighten abusive behavior
on.
if you already have it.
Yeah, in Amber Heard, though, in her case, she was afraid of losing Johnny because she was her financial support, even though she was cheating on him. Her girlfriends could not financially support her.
She was cheating. She was abusive, all this stuff. She was the dominant personality in that. She was the ego in that. She falls closer in behavior to a narcissistic personality type than a BPD personality type anyways.
But of course, women can still say, I need the financial support. He can't kick me out. that's an inequality. That right there is financial abuse. Saying that he has to support her. Why? She's cheating on him. She doesn't value him whatsoever.
And by the way, I'd hate to say it because I know that's more statistically common with women, but more men do that than people realize. Where they latch onto a woman with money and they do all kinds of shit to them and then say, you can't kick me out. You're going to abuse me. You're going to put me on the street. I've seen men do it too. And it's like, it's disgusting no matter who does it. I don't care if you have a penis or a vagina. If you're doing that, you're a fucking loser. Hit the streets.
And the thing about this, and these feminists, they thinking, oh, men do struggles. No, not just only men, women do it as well.
Sure.
To be honest.
Well, I've already gone into that quite a bit on the stream here, but yes, SA is actually, when you look over universal averages, it's a pretty even rate between men and women overall. If you look at domestic abuse, it's pretty even. If you look at the systematic cataloging of all SKs, serial over the last 400 years all over the globe, and you look at every single documented case of one that's been known to exist, it is 61% of them are female.
Yeah.
However, the ones who were sexually driven in their deletions were over 95% male.
Well, there's also the case where, and I'm not saying this is solid, but they believe 50% of murders go undetected.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, the thing with the whole SK thing is women, when they hit the psychology required to become that, generally fall most often into one of two groups. They're either angels of mercy, see the movie Arsenic and Old Lace, or black widows, gold diggers.
Yeah.
And they're saying that women kill more but get away with it more, but they can't definitively prove it, so they just say, oh, but 50% of murders go undetected because they're elderly.
Yeah.
I can tell you also that when women fall into the angel of mercy category, they will often go into nursing and studying medical care so they can kill off patients.
Yeah. Because I've heard cases where hospitals have reported that reported to what is it, the FDA drug enforcement, that they're down on narcotics. And they'll just write it off as 10% losses due to evaporation. I'm sorry, but the narcotics don't evaporate like that, There
was a show that me and my mom used to watch a couple decades ago that was called Women Who, and the whole thing went into different women who got rid of their spouses, black widows, all that. And one of the cases was this group of nurses who created a pact where they were working in an elderly ward, killing off all the patients by intentionally drowning them in their sleep with their machines.
And death in elderly for what's it called again? We check on your own vomit, etc. But somebody came up with what they call the pillow test, and do you know what hospitals did? They turned around and got sanitary pillows which don't leave any trace.
Yeah, and these guys had done so much time calculating numbers that they had figured out the exact amount of liquid to add to an IV or a breathing machine to cause them to physically do that, and then have no traces of the liquid or how they died left in the morning.
Yeah,
they got away with this for years before they got caught.
And they also have what they call a save room, where they save up narcotics. They list them as being used and then put them in the shelf in the save room. And when they're ready, they'll overdose somebody because the narcotics don't come from the inventory. It's already marked off as used. And hospitals know this happens.
Moral of the story, kids, stay healthy.
Yeah, moral of the story. Avoid hospitals that make money from.
They won't.
Yeah.
True.
This is the thing. Why when people say that women aren't violent? Bullshit. Okay, look,
no.
I'm sitting here as a woman who I would say overall I'm more placid than a lot of people. I am not prone to be aggressive unless I'm self-defense. I was a blackout brawler, but I've never swung first in my life. It's always been self-defense. But women are violent, and the difference is men generally, when they get suckered into a fight, still try to fall under some of the rules of fighting, some of the Queensberry style, some of the etiquette. When women fight, first thing we're doing is we're ripping your earrings out. We're trying to pull your earlobes off. We're twisting your nipples and shoving them up in your face. We're kicking you in the crotch.
Oh my god!
So you've heard of Bonnie Ann, have you?
To quote Joey Styles,
Hey.
cat fight.
Look, I can tell you flat
hold on.
out, there's a girl that attacked me
Yeah.
in my hometown when I was a kid who says
Yeah.
permanent damage in her hand from how bad I bit her.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Still,
Now, normally, I would not defend Ubisoft for their garbage, but when they wanted to make a pirate game about Black Ann, people shouldn't have said, "Oh, another girl boss, video game." Because you haven't heard of. Until you've heard of. Look up Bonnie Ann. She's scary, man. She is a girl boss. Okay?
and Bonnie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can write good characters like that.
Her favorite saying was, "I'd rather stab a man in the eye than let him touch me."
Anime, that
You actually
statue.
look up the history of pirates. The
She was
female
one of the
pirate
worst.
captains. The female pirate captains were so much worse than the men. They were
Yeah.
so vicious. The shit they did to people.
She used to. She didn't kill men by slitting their throats, but she did cut off a head.
But I'm bummed.
Why do you think I like Femi Fatales?
See, and I'm the true crime obsessee. So all this stuff from old world and medieval through
Yeah.
stuff happening today. This is the stuff I study. I study psychology behind it.
So
and
you know about
Yeah,
Bethany.
women are psycho.
Bethany.
women are psycho.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know about
I got the
Bethany.
game
then.
ready to go in case anyone wants to get in.
All right.
Links in the-
Anime, that statue I sent you, that Spike Spiegel statue, $325 at the toy store.
Wow.
Hmm.
I got Mikan from To Love You for $89, which was half off.
That pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's a pop up, so it's not a full size. You know, it's a half size.
I've got the gigantic Funko Pop Mount Lady, the big one. $30. I don't know if I overpaid or if I underpaid. $30 US.
I got an original Iron Man too.
Nice.
Yeah, but he was out of packet. But still, better than nothing.
I'm trying to find some current.
They're still grand in packet. I mean, they're expensive now. Still, some of the early Marvel.
They had a
can't
dark
give away-
side.
They can't give away anything after Endgame.
That
Heck,
toy
have you seen
store.
how bad the ticket projections are for Fantastic Four?
Ooh.
The toy store had a $60 dark side action figure. I wanted it so
It's
bad.
a reasonable price. That's about normal.
I don't need to research where to get rid of stuff. I grew up tribal. I know where to hide things on tribal land. I mean,
Hey, I know what you mean. I live in the South. We know about them woods.
It's probably not hard to hide someone in tribal lands.
especially out in the desert. Just saying. I mean,
Where do you think a lot of missing people are buried out there in Las Vegas? I'm just saying.
Oh, down the desert. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That's like,
Actually,
I grew up like gutter ass res girl poor shit. I know how to do some twisted
Do
shit.
you remember
No,
the
I think it's true
water
crime
store?
because of my own trauma background and the stuff I do with outreach and inner stuff. But yeah, women
That's for
There
down
is a
south.
fascination with women in this stuff.
You'd be surprised.
yeah.
You'd be
All right,
surprised how
everybody,
many.
get your asses in Cards Against Humanity if you're going to join, because I want to play some. I need to after all
Yeah.
this
You'd,
talk.
you'd be surprised how many people's bodies are sitting in a vehicle under the lake somewhere.
No, I wouldn't. Bob, did you look at the name I put in the game?
Yeah, see that. Yeah.
All
More
right,
singles than
folks.
singles.
Before I go, let you
I'm
know
not
that I
going to do it
launched my
tonight.
fourth book.
Sorry.
Okay, who knows
what?
who that is?
Yeah,
Let me see.
hold on.
All right, offhand.
That is considered to be one of the most successful pirates of all time. She was a female captain in Chinese pirate movement who actually ended up taking over multiple fleets and basically destroying half her country for a while.
Yeah, but
She is also
they
one of the
operated
few
out of Singapore, and that's why the British took over the island of Singapore.
She did for a while after she left China, yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty bad. She was so bad
Did
that the
she
entire country
retire
had
as
to take
well?
over another country just to get rid of her.
Was she a Chinese femme fatale, perhaps?
Yeah.
No, she started kind of, and after a few bad accidents and incidences, she started liking killing men, and she worked her way up the opium chain
Careful with
to
the
the head
K
of
word,
piracy.
because that'll get you flagged too. That's why I kept kind of dancing around it when I was talking.
Yeah, she had some very unfortunate incidences in her early life, which led her to a taste for killing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that word flags the algorithm.
Oh, does it? Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She actually is considered to be far worse than Anne Bonny.
Anyways, yeah. As I said before,
before I go, I launched my 4th book. So, and that's actually one of the reasons why I'm so touchy about censorship, because I'm actually a target of censorship, and the Facebook, YouTube algorithms. Everybody has downgraded me. Some of my posts only get 2 views, man. Like, this is ridiculous. And Facebook actually asked me for more money to actually up my views. And this is like, bro, this is the problem, okay? This is why there's so much censorship, is they're forcing people like me to pay for views while they actively promote these feminist collectives for nothing, and yet they fundraise, So,
players.
Okay, sorry. Take care, everybody. See you next
all right,
time.
before you go, anyways, oh, he left.
He's gone.
No.
All right, just say one more thing. Like, just be aware. These people keep saying all this stuff, but you had to be aware of people. Most content creators know they had to be aware of people's financial decisions. So, I'm just saying, like, as I say, for my as for my friend who has been misguided, he doesn't understand a thing about most content creators are self-aware, to be honest, of their fans. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
All right, you can go now.
Right. All I'm going to say is 90% of content creators make less than the living wage. Okay, so don't think all content creators are the same. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I get paid once a year from this thing. Okay?
Same. Bye.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, for me, well, I do more than content creating. Also, I'm just gonna think about do a lot more things, to be honest.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, anime, get in the game. Come on.
So how you been, Outlaw?
Oh, I've been pretty good, brother. How about you?
Nothing much. I've been doing a little extra side gig of the job to make some extra money.
Heck yeah, man.
Cause I tell you one thing, this YouTuber's kind of like got me somehow. It's like there's no escape from her, anyways. Yeah.
I was very surprised. Silent Joker came over and joined me the other night.
Yeah. I didn't see your streams or anything on Outlaw. You could just link your streams on self-promotion on my server if you want.
I keep forgetting I'm over there on y'all's servers, man. There's so many of those Discord servers.
Yeah. Because look, I usually go to multiple servers to promote my content,
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's been kind of building my anime collection up this week.
Yeah, for me, I've been addicted to that Horse Girl game.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can't do the game with 2 people.
Because, the point is right now, these scalpers kind of ruin my hobby. And at the same time, I'm feeling like I'm buying less games than I usually do because of, I said before what happened with how they invaded the hobby.
Oh, I can definitely identify with that. I'm in the diecast Hot Wheels hobby.
But, well, the only thing is like, man, these scalpers should just leave Pokemon cards alone and just go scalp the boo-boos or any toys I don't even care of.
Oh, totally agreed.
Yeah, because, look, toys make more money than trading cards.
Yeah, speaking of that, I actually had my eye on a Arcanine figure yesterday.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy that so bad.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't know why these scalpers are so stupid. Just focus on the toys than the cards, because cardboard, it could devalue its value anytime soon.
Yeah, I remember when that craze first started back in the late '90s. Like everybody was buying cards, man. And I don't remember scalping being a thing back then. Well, maybe it was, but
Yeah.
not like it is now.
And to be honest, if you gotta try to like make that much money on Pokemon cards that are sealed, and yeah, it's not gonna. Most people are not gonna be buying Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, look, they'll just ignore them until they'll get their consequences. The thing is, do not buy from scalpers; they'll lose their money. Unless you could haggle from them, which is the best idea you should do.
In my opinion, I think over time, the people that distribute the cards will pick up on what's happening, and they'll probably put less and less rare pieces in there
Yeah,
than they already do mathematically.
they should just overprint the rare cards already, so it'll be devalue.
Well, then it would be rare.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of
the thing is, it's just like buy until it's better just hold on to it until they don't make no more. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a person who just hold on to things until they don't make no more, then I sell it.
Your Migda, you want to get in or?
I can't, brother. It won't let me.
Oh, all right.
Are you
Kermit!
I think he's not lying anyways. He's like, I don't know what he's doing.
Well, see, for me, it's nostalgia, man. If I can find, the first 2 or 3 gen Pokemon cards, like all the fossil sets, base sets, which is very, very pricey now. The action figures, man, I'd be great. I'd be fine. Pokemon spiraled out of control for me after like the 3rd, 4th generation. I couldn't even keep up with it anymore.
Yeah. For me, I couldn't get any EVs or any of my favorites of the Pokemon series or the Pokemon card sets because it's all because these scalpers say, "Oh, this and that," and they need to leave Eevee alone. It's like the fat ugly bastard trying to NTR the collectors.
Yeah. Hey, Anime, what'd you think of that Gengar plushie? Or did I send you that picture?
I don't think you did.
But
And I also found a.
Oh
Gengar...
wait, no, I see it. Never mind. Yeah, I see it.
Even though if I ever wake up early,
I already have my own.
If I wake up that mad early and see these scalpers on a target near to my neighborhood, I'm gonna call them out anyways. Record their faces off, call them the F words. If they attack me, I'll stab them.
All right. In Minecraft,
And no saying that on streams because I do not feel like being banned for this shit.
I know. Seriously. Honestly.
No, not seriously.
Even my channel is not something immune.
Well, seriously, man, I just am pissed off of scalpers all the time taking what I like and what people like.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
You can be pissed off. You can't advocate violence.
Yeah.
You'll get 3 monetized channels banned in one shot.
Oh. Yeah, the only thing is we don't take too much of it. That's the thing.
Doesn't take much of it.
No, all it takes is literally making that comment once to do it.
Did you happen to see the keychain I got, Anime?
Let's see.
Yeah.
I got a Dragon Ball Kid Goku yawning.
But the thing
Oh,
is,
I didn't see that one. Go ahead and send it, buddy.
The only thing most likely I'm just gonna annoy the scalpers until they'll leave anyway.
Just don't antagonize people. It doesn't end well.
Well, I want them to stop scalping Pokemon cards and
Stop.
Let's see here.
Because it's not going to happen here. Okay. Anyway, should we go and light this candle?
Yeah, we can always try to get more people in.
Yeah, I let Steph know. So.
Where is the?
All right.
Oh, dude, where's that one? Oh, it's on my phone. Hold on.
Oy, 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 oy.
Yeah, give me just a second, Anime. I'll shoot those over to you.
I'm just
Yeah.
only gonna say this. Most likely, it's the sneakerheads who just want to get into the hobby, which they're the invaders, like the illegals.
Uh,
Oh, come on, damn it. There we go.
where's the Gengars? Two of them. Ah, yes, they are. It was either that anime or I could have got a Psyduck as a keychain or a Charmander.
Okay, we're waiting on anime,
Mm-hmm.
which is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more thing.
When you get a chance, check those out. Heck yeah, dude.
First, yes, the old Steve.
Oh crap! How much are the keychains?
Like $5.99.
All right, here we are.
All right.
In 2167, the cure for cancer was finally discovered. It was, in conclusion, cock. Who would have thought? If that was true, there's a lot of SLUTs who wouldn't have had much cancer in their life. Anyway, in 2067, the cure for cancer was finally discovered. It was a ginger freckle box. You guys think very alike.
Well, we're guys.
But I have to say that this one is a little more creative.
Oh,
Real quick, MGTOW, I would for $5.99. I would have just gotten both. I would have just gotten both. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Isn't it?
Well,
Sorry, I can't blow you up this time, Rosa. We're on your
I
channel.
know I can here.
Well-
We're on Bob's channel, but I co-host here too. So,
Mhm.
haha. Look, you see,
aw.
I finished this the other night.
is that a mouse or a hamster?
Yep, it's a little
Oh.
mouse. I've
Mouse.
got 4 others that go with it that I need to finish. So, I'm finishing up some Grinch stuff for my mom though right now.
Cool. Yeah, anime. I'm going back to the mall and getting the Psyduck at some point. But out of those pictures I sent you, I have the Luna Cat and Goku.
Yeah,
I want the white one, Artemis. The other cat goes with my Venus.
Ow!
uh,
You guys,
We're talking to Steve Irwin there. Crocky! Oh,
crikey! I've never seen two in the pink, one in the stink like this before. Well, let's get a bit closer.
Bob did it better.
Yeah.
Crocky! I've never seen penetration with a bundle of dirty silverware before. Let's get a bit closer.
The accent does add something to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, he.
Oh, come on! That's so tame. It's shocking how you picked that.
I go with what I've got as far as that goes. Supposedly, there's a missing chapter from the Diary of Anna Frank that's all about blank, and this is how it's actually pronounced, Anna Frank, not Anne Frank. Okay. Supposedly, there's a missing chapter from the Diary of Anna Frank it's all about how tasty ashy burnt meat is.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
I mean,
Well,
burnt
it's kind
ends is a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of probably bless she died of cholera, not Anyway, that's all about how down bad she was for her lover and how explicit it was. That seriously?
Jasmine, hello,
It hit a
hello.
little mild on the.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Frank. It just for the dankness of it, it's like go with that one. God damn. Oh, it reminds me.
First date. What's an instant red flag?
Hold on. I'm gonna get that. The other one's like that was just lame. I'm not even gonna bother copying that. Okay.
You tried, Anime. You're usually danker than that, though. You just gotta get your mind focused. Start really reeling in those thoughts.
Yeah, that was way too tame. Okay.
We love ya.
Yeah, I'm completely out of it right now.
Yeah,
You'll get there.
man.
You should let you get woken up here. Yeah. You're on a first date. What's the instant red flag?
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Read the private chat.
Oh dear.
Gatekeeping.
Oh! Copy that one.
You're on a first date. What's an instant red flag? Zip ties and extra large garbage bags in the back seat. Not bad. You need some lime in that so that he can help dissolve the body. Anyway,
We'll fix it in post. Okay.
Sorry, true crime fan. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
you're on a first date. What's an instant red flag? A brain that's lacking, but an ass that's packing. Depending on if you like sticking it crazy or not. That one's closer to where I was thinking. So there you go, Bob.
Hold
Good try, though, Anime.
on.
Too many men like sticking their dick in crazy. I'm just saying.
Really?
Really?
Like, oh my god. I think I'm one of them because I was so stupid that I stick to one.
All right. Hold on. Shit, yeah, I'll fix all
And
that.
then with the YouTuber.
Don't have time for this. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Put
it,
that down there.
you know.
All right. Don't think enough people consider the sexual applications of blank. Okay.
Let's see.
All right. I don't think enough people consider the sexual applications of using a balding head to rub affectionately on the clit. No
Mhm.
wonder those monks are always smiling every time I see them. I don't think enough people consider the sexual applications of a grade
Oh,
school.
fuck!
Oh wow! Oh God damn, Captain Bob! Holy fuck! Bob being
Oh, this is the one I get. Yeah.
This was also a thought I had, but I was trying not to be that dank. I'll put it in the private chat.
Mhm.
It's a reference to an old book. Bob, you're on a roll today.
Uh huh. Someone's gonna.
Hmm.
Okay. What?
I got tracking.
Oh, finally. Yeah. Amazon package taking for fucking ever.
Stops away, but it's like right by the complex.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bolt out of here in a minute.
Damn. Really? For your delivery?
Well, it'll just be while go to the front door and get the guy.
Yeah.
He'll just put a pause on things for a minute while he gets to regroup, and
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe get some more people in here too.
That's true.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what's Fate up to, but he says he's requesting a vacation.
Yeah, because he can't participate in the streams where he's working right now because his boss.
Because his boss is there, right?
They're idiots. It's a new site. They don't let him do it.
we're waiting on anime.
So basically, he doesn't want to get distracted. They don't want him to get distracted, right?
Oh, they're just a bunch of you just be working. I'm just watching YouTube,
Like-
but no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Blowing up Joel Osteen's Church and Robin at the Final Frontier.
Not bad.
Okay.
He deserves it.
I was gonna say Jimmy Swagger, but he's dead, and I want to keep it as much as I
Keep
didn't
him
like
honored.
him. Yeah, I want to.
Doing her dirty with a dirty
Really
Chewbacca.
gave stuff away. You should have waited until after he picked a winner.
Yeah.
But not bad. By the way, anybody who wants to go down a dark rabbit hole, search Dirty Chewbacca on Urban Dictionary.
Oh,
Hold on. Get this counted on here.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at a lot of VTuber merch I want to get, but Terrap's kind of screwed me over. So it's hard to get one anyway.
Pick a winner, winner, winner.
Why is that not black? What the hell? Here. Right, and Joel should be capitalized. Here.
Remember, anime, I have the ornaments I'm going to be making of the Diamond Art Sailor Girls.
oh, good.
The heck?
It goes with the theme better, so
Yeah. Twitter's been glitching on the protected accounts who I followed, thinking I unfollowed them, which I didn't unfollow nobody.
America's young adults are taking part in an activity they call Blank and Chill. Private chat.
Mhm.
Okay, nobody said I'm not fucked up. Hey, Maddie. This is what private chat's good for, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm just looking around some stuff.
Hey,
All right.
buddy. Oh,
I should quit writing demented answers for this question. in the private chat.
Ego Jasmine said something
Oh,
in the chat.
Okay.
Easier may just copy, just type the damn thing. Isn't it?
I did like that beat. I did like that beat at Shenron though. That one was pretty cool, and it does fit Jasmine's love for Dragon Ball.
Americans don't take part in an activity they call execution of the British officers in Chill. Not bad. America's young adults are taking part in an activity they call fucking the beatboxer from the acapella group in Chill. Fucking the beatboxer's beatboxing throat. How's that? Anyway, I might be fucked up.
Just a bit. Yeah.
I'm still gonna give it to that. Damn it, animate. I'm not trying to screw you over a point. Like
No, you're good.
Break
We need more players. Kermit, get your ass in here. Come on.
Carmen really needs to get in. If not, well, whatever.
Just for the matter of padding out numbers, and I'll just stuck with one. No, flip a coin.
$150 for a body pillow, I'll pass
Okay.
anyways.
You're getting a mild answer, unless I'm throwing these away. Actually, these all suck.
Alrighty.
I will be in a minute.
I heard someone playing the Horse Girl game. Give me a second. Not on your stream. No one's playing on them there. It might be from the other stream.
Okay.
Alrighty. If God didn't want us to enjoy HIV, he wouldn't have given us dressing and a furry suit. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is what happens when Fatal's not here, okay?
Oh, he would be
Laughing his ass off.
probably falling out of his chair too. If God didn't want him, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just thinking. I think that one was in honor of Fatal, wasn't it?
Yes. If God didn't want us to enjoy Gentleman's Relish, he wouldn't have given us jerking off to a very polite porno until the British are coming.
Not bad.
I'm sorry, but there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Despite despite the throwaways, they're actually good. Surprisingly.
I'm in now.
Okay.
But anyways, I need to work on a few videos. That's in like I had to recover some photos from my situation about my cat who, let's say, kicked the bucket.
A little. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
I was getting ready for bed.
You trying to sneak up on the bed?
Take care of this.
What's up with YouTuber user Dan the Man? Wanted to see. I'm not sure I can say. So here we go.
Close-up footage of splitting anal hairs.
YouTube user Dan the Man wanted to see
Yeah.
Adventures of Captain Save-A-Ho. So here we go.
That's a good throwback, isn't it?
Captain Sable, my
Also
God.
throw away, frankly.
No
YouTuber
throwback.
user Dan the Man wanted to see a Scottish sex ghost in a candle.
Yeah.
I'm good with all these answers.
But I'm just saying, people we'll start making alternatives. If anything happens again,
Isn't the Scottish sex one from Star Trek?
Yeah, next gen,
Yeah.
where Beverly fucks a ghost.
I'm glad
Oh
I
my
helped with
God.
this.
After months of debate, the Occupy Wall Street General Assembly can only agree on more blank.
I thought about doing a write-in, but then I thought this card just fits too perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as dank as I would have gone, but it's dank enough.
After a month of debate, the Occupy Wall Street General Assembly can only agree on more the sensation of being turned on by watching locals get tortured.
Yes. The death of locals.
Not sure how that really fits this one.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but I enjoyed it.
No.
And I did write the card originally.
Yeah. Only agree on more drowning the kids in the bathtub.
What? That's cruel.
Yeah. Okay. Only agree on more touching little kids inappropriately.
I sense a theme with 2 and 3.
Yeah. You consider the Occupy Wall Street crowd?
Weren't they genuine in the beginning?
Yeah, till they end up
I'm
fell
not going
apart.
there. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
We're not saying that. We say until they fell apart. We know why.
There were
That's
always
the-
a bunch of socialist nitwit crowd.
Again, not
Anyway.
going there.
All right.
Yeah.
Trying to have fun. Guys literally only want blank, and it's fucking disgusting.
Girls, they want to have lunch. Oh, girls,
Check
they
your private
want to
chat.
have lunch. Okay, no.
I'm in a bit of a mood today.
Mhm.
This is what happens when I stream on my hormone therapy.
What?
Anime,
Why are
look
you
at
saying
private
that
chat.
stuff in chat, Eagle?
Next question.
Why are you saying that stuff in private chat, Eagle?
Because I'm saying them when I'm the czar and I can't answer on the game. So he
Fair
can make cards. Guys literally only want authentic Mexican cuisine and it's fucking disgusting. Boring. Anyway. Guys literally only want having your titties sucked while sucking on titties. And it's fucking disgusting. No, it's not. Anyway. Guys literally only want the secrets we all hide in our big. I liked my answer better than all of them, but there you go.
I still got it.
All right.
My answer was far darker.
I still got it sometime. How long are we going to play this, by the way?
Well, at least we'll hit 11 points.
Just remember, I'm only somewhat fucked up.
You're up, anime.
Read anime.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
My kids deserve to grow up in a world where Dorothy using the scarecrow as firewood is the norm.
Technically, he'd be fire kindling. He's just straw, not wood, but not a bad card.
My kids deserve to grow up in a world where okay, I can't even.
Oh.
Are you guys trying to get the courts to come after me because you're doing a great job of it? You're going about it the correct way.
They're gonna Alex Jones him.
My kids deserve to grow up in a world where violent interspecies lovemaking is the norm. Yes. Yes. I like 3 and 1.
Oh, come on. Just because it made you gasp does not mean you didn't think it was funny.
He just
There you
doesn't want to be canceled.
Got you.
That was hilarious, admit it.
Hmm.
And fucked up, but
Hmm.
I don't like this card. I don't want to waste anything I care about on this.
Hmm.
There's always something in every deck we don't like, though.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. I'm a very, very messed up person, aren't I?
Hmm.
Yeah.
If y'all love me.
Hmm. Nothing else wrong. All right. Any day now.
I'm taking a barbecue bacon burger with a fried egg and F it. How about poaching endangered rhinos?
Okay.
Taking a barbecue burger with fried egg and F it. How about? Oh, I don't think I can say that.
Okay, we don't want to say that.
A
I
severed
did it right
fetus,
then. It wasn't me this time.
a severed fetus with a side of the bloody coat hanger to go.
I'm not gonna say it.
I just did.
I don't think you should have.
Yeah, that one's pushing the edge, Bob.
Well, whatever, my channel.
I don't care.
Take a barbecue burger with fried eggs and F it. How about it? Two.
Oh my
girls-
god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
There you go.
it has never been easier to try blank from the convenient comfort of your own home. Call now.
Right. That horse girl game so addictive. I say it's on every stream, including the Funsly site.
Of course it is.
Rigged.
Okay. It has never been easier to try the patriarchy from the comfort of your home. Go now. Never try active listening from the comfort of your home. Both from TJ's deck. Never been easier to try running a sex trade and calling it Diddy Do and Epstein from the comfort of your home. There we go.
You do realize the first part was playing on somebody's name, too.
Yeah.
Why do I have to get cards like this? Yes, that's so hot. I'm so close. Talk about again. Trust me, words are not going to get me there alone.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Anyway.
What? So it's on Garrison. Where on Garrison? Well, then he's getting pretty damn close. So
Might not want to yell street names over the air, people.
again, they don't hire the best and brightest here. Okay? They don't hire the best and brightest.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
that people-
hot. I'm so close. Talk about. Was this anime trying to get me back with another drop book?
Look,
I
it's not a write-in.
Wow. That really plays into what I did to anime earlier, though. Anyway, yeah, that's so hot. I'm so close. Talk about big management solutions again. I'm so hot. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Anyway, yeah, that's so hot. I'm so close. Talk about being a again. Yeah, we all just won this one.
What's synergetic management?
Boring.
That's the juxtaposition. The fact they're so completely unsexy that, like, yeah. Anyway,
That's why I did that. I'm so hot. I'm coming.
I'm gonna
I'm
break away
coming.
because you got that package inbound. Could be any second. So we'll hold here for a bit.
Well, this changes the meaning of this term. Anime.
Well, I'm trying to see exactly where the fuck he is.
It could be out there right now. Let's get out there.
I've missed everyone so much. I even missed Bob and Steph yelling at each other on mic. Anime.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
thinking.
Is that why I can smell smoke all the way over here?
Yep. Just planning and everything.
How are things down in Arizona with the news of the fire at the Grand Canyon?
Luckily, luckily, I don't live near the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, but that kind
Well,
of fire with that much can send smoke for hundreds and hundreds of miles.
luckily, let's see. But everybody over here currently where I'm at, all of us are fine and everything. We're inside right now, but I heard about it and I'm like, damn, that's not far away from here. It because with how hot it's been lately, this does happen, and let's
The
see.
last 2 mornings in a row, we've had storms. This morning was really bad. Yesterday was actually a derecho, but at least it trashed things like 2020. However, it went for 3 hours of howling at almost 100-mile winds. And that whole time, I couldn't even sleep because I had Panther wrapped around my head, holding me, freaking out from it. So it was a kind of rough morning the other day. One sec.
Oh. Yeah, it's actually the oh yeah, the Grand Canyon Lodge is gone and many others.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage at the Grand Canyon.
There
So
was a plane. There was a animated movie that dealt with this. Only they saved the Grand Canyon Lodge. Barely.
but in terms of everything though, I'm completely fine. It's nowhere near where I'm at, so but I'm probably gonna have to be careful going out to get the mail though. Because Eagle Rider's right. Smoke does travel.
Yeah, just be careful with yourself and take care of yourself. That's all I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
you know how
yes,
protective I am of everybody.
yes, but to assure you, yes, we're fine. Me and my roommates are fine. The cats are fine.
Okay, that's good.
Yep, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on.
Are we finishing this game?
All right, so no, 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 no. I think I need a break from reality. So did you see kind of what's going on behind me on the wall anime?
Yeah.
I'm building a jewelry show wall.
Ooh.
All the white squares you see are going to become little art pieces I'm going to build into the hooks. And the hooks are going to go all the way to the ceiling and over, and it's just going to hang all of my hanging jewelry from it. I think it's an artistic way of having easy access to it. And also
Nice.
making it slower on thieves, because if you have just a jewelry box, they tend to just grab the box and run.
It looks awesome.
It's going to be big all the way up to the ceiling by the time I'm done. So as it gets finished, you guys will see progress over the next several months.
What's going on with the game?
We're waiting on Bob, who's dealing with some package of stuff, because blah, 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 blah. Anyway. That's all. Fuck this, suck this, you bitchy. I'm a little bit weird. By the way, you know I'm in my hormone therapy right now, right? Every uneven month. I'm on meds that make me crazy. Any comments? Do. Come on, Bob.
God, so long. Alright.
Da. We're just gonna sit here and act like nothing's going on until Bob gets his ass back in here.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Why can't his wife deal with this stuff?
She can't medically.
Convenient.
No, not convenient. I know a lot more on this. Steph is not just making him do everything.
I'm being sarcastic mostly.
I know, but there's enough people out there that would believe it easy. I have to make sure that's clarified.
I'm not trying to make light of whatever she has or whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just making sure people understand this isn't her just wanting to sit around. It's not.
Sometimes it seems like it.
Yeah, well, outside opinions can get really difficult. I've had enough outside opinions. People felt that way about me and my husband too, and it's.
I don't mean any disrespect to them or anyone on the panel.
I know, but just understand that that's something society judges way too easily without having all the information when it comes to disability and needing assistance.
I'm trying not to judge them. I'm just it's in the
confused
moment,
sometimes.
you know.
I think if people realized how much I have to be taken care of on my own, they'd probably be irritated too. But it's legit. Hey, Sunflower, sweetie.
I'm trying not to be
It's enough
irritated.
for now, okay? It's okay. You're fine. Just let's let it go for now, okay?
All right.
Okay.
There he is. Ah, the bomb is back. Everybody run in terror.
Oi.
Hide.
Yay! God. All right. Christ Almighty.
Hide. Hide. Everybody hide. It's Bob. I mean,
All right.
Mhm.
There we go.
he's back. And
All
annoying
right.
as- Hold my anime. Come on.
That's your cue.
Oh, sorry. Hold my Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Giggity.
Hold my poor people.
What? Hold him down?
Hold the Care Bear stare. A lot of these were throwaways.
Yeah, I think.
I know one that might seem that way to people if they weren't thinking double entendre.
That's right. That's why I said the.
Oh, come on, mine was not a throwaway. The Rock is also and Johnson are both euphemisms for penises.
Mhm.
That was an intentional joke.
What?
Sorry.
That's what, is she single?
Sorry.
You save money.
Uh-oh.
And you don't have to deal with the bullshit of a spouse. Sorry, that's uncalled for. Anyone who's offended.
Read, Kermit.
Oh, you're ready. Sorry. What's the best reason to stay single? Force feeding hedgehogs and then chucking them. What's the best reason? A single black girl, gamers, and sweet baby in. What's the best reason to stay single? The Russian. Okay.
Everything's the Russians' fault.
There you go.
I love
Yeah.
my answer. to that one.
The best BDSM revolves.
I plead the fifth on answering this question. I know nothing about this.
Yes, you are pure and pure and unblemished as the wind-driven snow.
Of course. I'm an angel. You should know that.
You look like an angel.
Shut up, you.
The best BDSM sex involves a toddler caught in a revolving door.
Wow.
He'll be
That's-
busy for hours. Let's get to it, okay?
That's fucked up. Anyway,
Involves the coming race war. The best BDSM sex involves the gays. At
no.
least they think so.
But they think all their stuff is the best.
You got nothing on us, Shirley.
I don't want to. I mean,
Just because it's weird.
oh, come on. The race war one was savage.
Besides, he needs a point. Okay.
Why do I keep getting these questions? It's just wow. My boobs are huge.
Ugh.
I rather like mine tonight.
Private chat.
Oh, boy. Oh.
I'm a good girl. I was struggling to climax, so I laid back, closed my eyes, and thought about you. Not sure how this works as a woman.
Well, he isn't called Kissinger for nothing.
I was struggling to climax, so I laid back, closed my eyes, and thought about helping that learned to talk and became dean of Harvard Law School. That's just weird. I was struggling to climax, so I laid back, closed my eyes, and thought about
Okay. I do that. I shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate Blink.
A crying Ellen DeGeneres as her house is being demolished. That's a good. That one I would like to see.
Okay,
Yep.
you're up.
Alrighty. When I am a billionaire, I shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate. Oh wow!
Oh,
So are we going with the Luke
Right
and
today.
are we going with the Luke and Leia one? Okay.
oh, whatever.
Oh, that'll piss off a lot of people. When I am a
Yeah.
The
billionaire,
wonders of the stepsister. Yeah.
I shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate my sex life.
I'm not going to say all the insults I could come up with for that.
No amount of granite or anything could ever complete that. When I'm a billionaire, I shall erect a 50-foot statue to commemorate the devil himself. Now, is that tiny penis devil, or is that the big dick devil fucking Lindsay Lohan?
You're a billionaire, whatever you want.
There's plenty of statues that are rooted in Satanism already. Trust me. I mean,
This came out way out there. Bravo, Eagle. Bravo.
Mama always said life was like blank.
I apologize for this answer.
Then I'm not going to be able to read it.
Well, this one's being funnier if you do it in
Yeah,
the Forrest
all
Gump.
right.
If you do it in the Forrest Gump accent, it'll be much funnier.
I can't do that.
I can do it. All right. Mama always said life was like, start ready to flip. Life was like poop in such vast amounts in a public toilet that when the toilet goes down, then projects upward of every toilet in a 5-mile radius.
That's good. That was good. That was good.
Next.
Mom always said life was like getting ganged by and while strapped in a 12-inch butt plug.
Ouch.
Next.
All right. Mom always said life was like a box of lubricants. You never know when you'll get fucked. Okay, let's copy these guys.
And it matches perfectly with it. That's how I'm like, damn, wow, I can't believe that worked.
It would work better with condoms because they actually sell them in boxes.
We can fix it.
Mine's not very funny. I apologize for that.
Oh, stop apologizing. Luck of the draw. All right.
I've saved this every hand.
All right.
This is the closest.
My brothers, it is time to reclaim Jerusalem in the name of blank Deus Vult. Blank Deus Vult.
I think I pushed it a bit too far with mine, but oh well.
It is time to reclaim Jerusalem in the name of Osama bin Laden. Time to reclaim Jerusalem in the name of the Jews. And reclaim Jerusalem in the name of Super Saiyan pubic hair.
What does this vault mean?
Deus Vult. Oh God, something. Anybody know Latin? Don't we already have Osama bin Laden in the dick somewhere?
I have no
I think-
idea right now.
Put that there. Just because it's so off the wall. Okay.
What got me thrown out of Home Depot this time?
Ooh, this one's good,
Mm.
in my opinion.
Hey, Rexus, what's up?
Bob, look in the private chat real quick before I read these.
Oh boy.
That's a whole new way to get drilled, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but that attachment is
Home
not.
Depot this time.
That attachment's not approved by Black and Decker.
Wearing a condom for so long that the penis emerges as a beautiful butterfly. That doesn't work for a woman to read that.
Mhm.
Nor does it quite work with Home Depot. But it's not a bad card overall.
Mhm. What
What got me thrown out of Home Depot this time? Yelling girl power and doing a high kick. No, any deserve to get kicked out everywhere for that. Fuck girl power. Anyway,
Mhm.
what got me thrown out of Home Depot this time? Wearing your okay, that's just fucking bullshit.
Okay.
I still got it.
What gets better with age?
Fuck these cards.
Ooh,
Oh.
this isn't very original, but sometimes the not originals are good. Or am I wrong?
All right.
Okay. What gets better with age? Skewering people with a forklift.
Just picture an old curmudgeon on a forklift doing that. I mean,
What gets better with age? Icy cold vengeance. Yes, it does. It gets better with age. What gets better with age? Pictures of boobs. Yes.
See, what did I tell you? Sometimes the simple is better.
All right. I want to point out to TJ that Pornhub is singular. Is Pornhub? There's only one. So I don't think so.
That where I am on vacation, it apparently doesn't work.
oh. Whatever will you back to? I mean,
There are other ways.
We don't need to know. Okay.
I kind of brought it up. And
I don't even want to know why you know Pornhub isn't available there, okay? Anyway,
Moving on.
read.
actually,
Read.
Right, I'm on it. Sorry. So apparently, Dad was searching Pornhub for
said-
hot milf. Jumper jabber. So apparently, Dad was searching Pornhub for hot milf. Projectile vomiting was perfect triple backflip with 720 spin.
That's oddly specific, but okay.
Yes, it is. And oddly weird.
You might actually get a couple videos now.
So apparently, Dad was searching Pornhub for hot MILF, sex engines, and nobody white tapes. Sex dungeons and Betty White.
Oh my god.
God.
That's not even a milk. That's like a gilf 5 times over.
Yeah. Kind of got to feel sorry for People Magazine. They just put out, the issue commemorating her 100th birthday, and she had died like a week short of it. They had to yank all those.
I'm getting really sick of the crappy cards I'm getting.
Correct the spelling here. All right. Moving on here. In Michael Jackson's final moments, he thought about blank. All right. In Michael Jackson's final moments, he thought about the hickory fucked pork rib smothered in his hot garbage. He thought about that chicken from Popeyes.
So far we're just going racial stereotypes for food.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Jackson's final moments, he thought about extremely wet dreams.
Probably not the kind of drinks he was on actually decreased libido.
Hmm. So which way we want to go here?
All I keep in my head is love that chicken from Popeye.
Yeah.
I don't know, Rexus. They're both high carb, full of MSG, so I wouldn't eat either.
Just get that out of the way. Okay.
Popeyes, however, is really the racial stereotype of black people.
I'm just glad the one over here started hiring people who speak English. That was a good
All
little
right,
time.
teacher. Come on.
The other white meat.
When we first got Popeyes in town here, I was reminded how much they try to claim that there's not a high black population here. Because there were literally just entire vans filled, stuffed full with multiple black families per van, just lining multiple blocks to get to the drive-through to eat.
Could they have been sent in by the company?
No.
The word gets around though. Hey, the Popeyes over there. Get in the van. They finally got a Popeyes up here.
Like I said, Rexus, I'll take your word for it. I can't taste either one. So I will say I know plenty of people who have gotten raw and bloody chicken from KFC.
I never had that problem.
Hmm.
And Steph's going through Eurovision songs again.
Check the private chat for my answer to this since I'm the czar. Flying sex snakes, the other white meat. That's just weird. Oh, hi, baby, the other meat. That doesn't really work for a ride-in. The toddler or baby would have been an interesting answer, but
Fudgicle, sorry,
a sperm whale. The other way.
I
Just a
didn't.
penis. You didn't need to go for liver.
I was trying to be unique.
You guys tried. I'm just saying.
I try. You give me crap when I do try.
You're fine. Just because I didn't end up picking it or liking it doesn't mean you didn't do a good job or try. Don't take it personal, okay?
I won't.
It's just a fucking game.
Read anime.
Unmute first.
Sorry about that. We all make mistakes. A real job with insurance and your taxes taken out of everything just happens to be the biggest. Ouch.
Becoming a wage slave.
We all make mistakes. Eating Tom Selleck's mustache to gain his powers just happens to be the biggest. Alrighty, we all make mistakes. Oh,
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
thank you. Fetal alcohol syndrome just happens to be the biggest.
Oh.
One's really dark, one's just absolutely off the wall fucked up, and the other is just sad social commentary.
This one made me laugh the hardest. Good job. Good job.
That was funny to me too. So that's why I picked it. It gave me a very warped vision in my mind.
Is anime night at 10?
10 what?
Wins, because it's at 0.
No,
No, he's actually.
no, he
Look.
resets his score all the time because he wants to do write-ins.
It looks like it's at.
It is.
Sorry.
He keeps throwing his points away. Did you want those write-ins?
I am not guilty of that.
Yes, you are.
No, yeah, because I've given you a win or two myself. So that goose egg is on you.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, Kermit.
All right. Unfortunately, no one can be told what necrophilia cannibalism is.
Ooh.
You have to experience it for yourself.
Whole new meaning to the phrase being eaten out.
Ow.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what death by snoo is. You have to experience it for yourself.
I'm pretty sure we have that in the deck already. Okay. Somewhere we're waiting to go into the
Yeah,
deck.
can you stop writing that in every chance you get? We need new write-ins.
Yeah.
We get
Unfortunately,
it. You want to die that way. Sorry.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what Michael J. Fox vibrating like a jackhammer and falling to the floor is. You'll have to experience it for yourself.
Okay.
See, I wanted to take points away because he's used that write-in like 10 times in different games.
We're not entering it every single time, okay? The top Google autocomplete results for Barack Obama. Barack Obama height, Barack Obama net worth, Barack Obama blank.
This just has an air of racist stereotype to it that I like. Look, we all like the phrase death by snoo snoo. It's just when you do the same write-in over and over, you lose points mentally.
All right. Barack Obama height, Barack Obama net worth, Barack Obama not American citizen.
Damn it.
Need to fix the spelling on that, but all right. Barack Obama twerking.
Ew.
And Barack Obama eating all the skin off a rotisserie chicken. Yeah, we got a little grammar issue here. Not an, American citizen.
Well, I know which one made Anime Night laugh the hardest.
Just because it's weird. Okay.
Good.
I grew up on Monty Python. Okay, come on.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffy, eating her curds and dick. Vicky, what the fuck?
Long came the spider, sat up beside her, and yo, what's in the bowl, bitch? Okay.
Eating her curds and a humongous dick.
Little boy blue. He needed the money.
And showing little boy blue where he can stuff it. I mean, I might be warped in the head, but you're all here with me. So what does that make you?
Let's get a little surrealistic here.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. Fuck you.
Of course, begs the question, what the fuck is a tuffet?
It's a type of seat.
It's a what?
How
It's a type of chair.
Yeah, how common was that, term back in the... Okay.
It's the Grinch.
Mhm.
What? I mean. All right. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds, and someone who you can't but think about differently.
Hmm.
Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds, and my soul. That's dark. Tuffet eating her curds and fucking the Amish dog. Okay. Okay, that wins.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Aren't they aren't a lot of nursery rhymes and stuff kind of loosely based on real things that may have happened?
Not a lot, some. I will say all nursery rhymes are a lot darker than people realize.
The oldest ones, I believe, right? The ones from
Something
the
that would
brother.
classify in the lullabies and nursery rhymes would also include different cultures in Europe where they would have versions where they're singing the kids a lullaby about having the basically boogeyman come and eat them in their sleep for disobeying the parents and stuff like that.
Well, the old, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, all fell down. It's about the Black Plague.
But when those when they first started that stuff, weren't people more superstitious back then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But also, a lot of them were just to impart lessons to
Yeah. The U.S. is rapidly creating pop-up hospitals to treat the many victims of sounding.
Ow.
Ooh. The U.S. is rapidly creating pop-up hospitals to treat the many victims of being very rich and incredibly stupid.
There's not exactly that many people are very rich.
The U.S. is rapidly creating pop-up hospitals to treat the many victims of a big mouthy Billy Bass that just screams.
You hit the button, no singing, just
Let's see.
The chip's been replaced by one of those screaming goats.
Oh, come on. That one doesn't even make as much sense.
Okay, what's the gayest?
Uh-oh.
A lot of writing in Fatal, but I thought it was too obvious.
Ah, darn it. Oh, well.
Oh, sorry. Who's the gayest? Flavor Town. Who's the gayest?
What's the gayest?
What? Oh, what's the gayest? Sorry. Whatever straight people do for fun. What's the gayest? The
fastest PDF file on roller skates. Oh, woo! God damn! I love blank. Okay. Yeah.
What if I want to give you an answer just to actually see if you'd read it out loud? I did it.
Oh boy.
Go, Bob.
Hold on. Oh, damn, I love itching my cervix with an itchy toilet brush. I love a bludgeoning with a sock full of nickels. Damn, I love elder abuse. Oh, God.
We are fucked up people. Can we just say that on the entire list?
This first one brings to mind, though, is like Jeff Foxworthy, they're talking about, you would get, the people would send him, you might be a redneck if thing. One of them was like, if you ever used a toilet brush as a back scratcher, you might be. It was okay, there's a story behind this one. Okay. They walked in, what the hell are you doing? I got an itch. Okay, Maggie, you better stay from that Jeremy guy. He's in.
My turn.
All right.
Maggie, you better stay away from that Jeremy guy. He's into. Wow. Yes, juice. I'm not saying a word. I just put it in private chat because I will get in trouble for saying that joke.
Oh. Oh.
Bob's just sitting there going, what the fuck is wrong with you, woman?
Oh.
Then Bob's going, oh shit, I remember. I know a lot of this list.
No. I need it.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Maggie, you better stay away from that Jeremy guy. He's into coming when the porn switches scenes to the dudes' faces. Maggie, you better stay away from that Jeremy guy. He's into chasing children and dragging them into the funhouse. Wow.
Copy that.
Maggie, you better stay away from that Jeremy guy. He's into so much 2020. Okay, C-Lab, okay.
That dates things a bit. Okay. Oops, shit.
Shouldn't it stop by now?
I like this answer.
Oh, get this.
I'm fucked up. Go ahead and disagree anytime, people.
No one is.
Thank you, Professor Obvious.
We all know you too well.
I am a sweet, sweet little angel.
In your mind.
No, that's a story and sticking with it.
Wow.
All right.
What sounds great after 4 margaritas? Crashing to Bill Clinton's house.
Hey.
That would have been my answer, but anyway, butt stuff. Okay. What sounds great after 4 margaritas? Suspicious white powder. Okay. What sounds great after 4 margaritas? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Oh, God bless America.
Hmm.
I
Oh, there we go.
Thank
and
you.
it's that one that gets you it.
Okay, I want to call at that point.
I think
Yeah.
I'm done.
Thank you. Thank you. Still going strong, about 32 wins in a row.
Good for you, Eagle.
But this shows how fucked up my brain is.
I'm trying.
You're getting much better at it. You still got to work on some of the jokes and the timing and how they flow, but you're getting much better.
Yeah.
And that's
Some
not
of
meant
it
as
doesn't
anything except a compliment.
Some of it doesn't work, and some I want to try to.
That's a
be
learning
out
experience.
It's also hit or miss depending on your audience. This audience, I've got feelers for these guys. I know how fucked up they are. I can work with it.
I don't pause at many things anymore when I'm reading. Did you notice that?
Yes. You've gotten a lot better.
But there's some words I'm not sure I should say,
Don't worry about it.
so I don't say them.
Anime. Let's have you vote for this. My next
Oh.
set. Should I do my Lilo and Stitch ornaments or my axolotls?
I know you way too well right now. I know you way too well. It would be the Lilo and Stitch. Miss have a gazillion Stitch plushies. The answer is very painful.
Axolotls. And I'm starting to collect them, but I actually have been trying to collect them for a while, but they're only starting to get more available. But yes, Stitch still definitely has a win.
There is no contest with that. And you know it. I know it. Bob knows it. The floating talking
Okay.
head.
Stitch
knows it.
versus dragons.
Aha.
Oh, okay. That would require a death battle combat.
How about Stitch riding a dragon?
Oh, please, somebody design that for me.
Both the NSFW version and
I
the
can probably rough one
SFW
together,
version.
but you have to fine tune it.
Still Stitch.
I don't know if I can actually say Stitch.
Has anyone seen the show The Great North? Because in my opinion, that's a funny show. The father doesn't like change, so they all pretend the mother is dead, even though she lives in Pittsburgh with a new boyfriend. And they all know it. And apparently she shoplifts.
Also, I have a whole bunch of gnome sets.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
And then the funny, and then the son when he got married, wanted to move into the guest house, and then they said, "All right, just make sure no spooky ghost tries to drive you out." And they're like, "Dad, don't dress up as a spooky ghost and try to drive us out."
Well,
I thought that was funny. Sorry if that wasn't.
well, I'm about done for the day. I'm good. Yeah.
I think we're all just getting tired, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to find something in my box.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot of planning to do for this week. Schedule is going to be posted shortly, but
Yeah. For
I'm
me, I need
ready.
to work on my schedule, but I'm been mismanaging my time management, you know.
But I just want to say thank you, Cap, Bob, and Eagle
Mm,
for
uh,
stepping up to the
We,
plate.
we do need to discuss the plans now that I'm back home. I can have a start time again where if you're not up or ready by a certain time, I can start the stream and
Yeah.
wait for you.
mhm.
Yeah, that would work.
We were doing that, but then your schedule changed on when exactly you were doing the streams, and I was gone for a while, and we just need to sit down and hammer it back out again.
Yeah, because we took a break from doing it because given the circumstances that I won't say here,
There was
it
a
will.
lot of reasons we
Yeah,
took
there was a
break.
lot.
Yeah.
There was a
Mhm.
lot that we sort of knew about, and then
Kind
the
of a
rest of
perfect
it,
storm of bullshit that happened. Okay?
yeah, that we weren't exactly prepared for, so we had
Yeah.
to flip it a little bit. But yes, I agree. We will get back to
I
doing
will say,
that.
without adding anything else to that, how have you been doing the last few months?
I've
Because I don't
been
think
very
any of us were ready for half the shit we've dealt with lately.
Mhm.
nah. I've been okay. That's all I am going to say.
So I think let's wrap this up. I'll talk to you a little bit. We'll set up
Alright.
what we
Mhm.
have as time for the next couple weeks so that I know I can start if you're tired or sleeping in or something. And
Okay.
we'll go from there, and we'll set up a time to have a stream for Fatal again now that I'm back and dealing with stuff.
Oh yes, I've
Yeah,
been
once we
waiting.
get what you
I've been
can, yeah.
waiting. I didn't. I haven't messaged him yet about that because I wanted to wait until I got the
I'm sorry I
confirmation
couldn't
that
do it
you were.
yesterday, but
No, it's completely
yesterday I
fine.
was helping out Netcat. I mean,
Yeah, that's why I didn't. That's why I respectfully didn't message him because I didn't want to get his hopes up, and then we don't do it, and then he's pissed off with both of us. I want to avoid that, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just do something else for the time being until you're back in and we can
So-
Daniel.
watch
I think
that
when we get
again.
off stream here, we'll go over and we'll set things up and make sure we have the streams ready for the next few weeks.
Yep.
And then we
Tune
can all be
Meanwhile-
head off and do what we need.
Tune
At
in
some point-
tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I am
Alright.
streaming Splinter Cell, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be firing up a Fortnite stream later tonight, probably. But first, I got to get a bath in because I need to soak in a very hot tub for a while.
And I need to do
Yeah.
some beating. And I might do a Diamond Art stream sometime in the next few days since I haven't been able to stream much. That will just be literally you guys watching a camera where I'm building the Diamond Art stuff while I say irreverent bullshit and talk to you about all my thoughts and feelings.
That reminds me, I need to get that Lego Tokyo Skyline built pretty soon. I've been putting that off, but I might need to get another Lego display case because I have to get the others
Oh,
going.
anime! Remember I told you I had this display case, but it was mostly just being used for storage recently?
Yes.
I've gotten almost all of it cleaned off. I've gotten all the little tiny shelves built for all my little micro stuff I collect and stuff. And I've
Yeah.
got the first 8 shelves decorated already out of it. I did all
Sweet.
that last night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Dan is recommending the from Russia with Love game. You get- as long as-
Yes,
Here.
I will play that soon.
The top shelf above it, the top of the bookshelf, has 3 different vases I did of Lego style flowers. Several Gundams I built. My Silver Mist Fairy statue I painted. Some Demon Slayer stuff. Some stuff from Spy X Family. A bobblehead I got a Fluffy at his stand-up show years ago. Along with a collector's edition of Luke and some other stuff like that, all up on the top of this bookshelf here.
I swag.
Okay.
Speaking
Well,
of
on that
figures,
note-
I have a lot to unbox. Oh my god.
Oh, I also have the limited edition of Darth Maul that was from the old kids' toys back when the movies first came out.
Ooh.
I have it sitting up on that shelf.
Can you send?
Okay.
I won't make you get up out of your chair, but can you send a photo of that later?
Yeah. Basically,
If you
what
remember.
happened is when they did the third movie of the prequels,
Mhm.
they did a collector's set of kids' toys for it, And the Darth Mauls, they only had one per an entire case sent to every so many stores. So literally every store would get like 2 to 4 of these at most, if they got them. And every other toy they had hundreds and hundreds of. And I got one of them. And I got it by accident. I actually worked there, but my family member who bought a meal when I was off shift actually got it.
Okay, so before anyone plans to track down Rosetta and kill her for this figure, we'll wrap it here. We'll talk it to you later.
All right. And also,